Yeah, just gone 5, which is a bit frustrating. So we've got the station visitors car park just out front here, and then beyond that is authorised personnel only. So let's let this bike out and get in his way. Nice little Yamaha. Yeah, so policed authorised vehicles only, and over on this side it does say for police personnel only on this one. There we go. But you can't really see a huge deal from somewhere the public can stand, unfortunately. You've got a forensic services van there, and that's about it really. So that's a bit of a shame. Yeah, not bad, thank you. Pardon?
Is there anything we can help you with?
No, you're right. I'm just going to see if I can wait and get some marked vehicles coming in and out or stuff, something.
Can I ask why?
Pardon?
Can I ask why?
Just out of interest, really. That's all. Alright. Alrighty. Yeah, no, I'm looking to upgrade. I'm on a 125 at the moment.
Yeah,
by the way, you just blocked somebody coming in. Just be careful of where you park your bike. He was literally trying to come in. Alright, but yeah, so next time I'd recommend. Yeah, I understand that. But obviously you can pull over safely to the side and do so.
What's your name?
Pardon?
What's your name?
What's your name?
Liz.
Liz.
So I'm this police officer that's in charge
Oh,
of this
Chief Superintendent.
location.
Oh, okay,
Have
lovely.
you got any ID on you, please?
Why would I need ID?
Have you got any ID on you, please?
Come on
Otherwise
in.
I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Come on, Superintendent. You don't just go around demanding ID from the members of the public.
I'd certainly do if they're counter-terrorism risk.
Counter-terrorism risk? What makes it a counter-terrorism risk?
Filming our officers.
As I explained to the person on the bike, I don't even know who that is.
Okay, if you...
But I'm just waiting for some marked vehicles to come in and out.
Sir, would you mind me asking, just asking, what are you doing here?
As I've just explained twice now, once to the person on the bike and one on the to this lady.
Mate, listen. You can't really be outside police stations.
Okay, before you go ahead with the search, can I just say one more thing?
Yeah.
I would highly recommend that you look up a memo from the National Police Chiefs Council regarding people filming in public places, regarding social media vloggers and police stations. I would highly recommend it before you land yourself a lawsuit.
Listen.
And that's you do what you
feel comfortable with that.
you do what you got to do.
You
do what you got. I will not say now. I do not consent to any searches. I know lawfully I don't have to, but I want to make that clear.
What starts as a routine filming session outside a closed police station is about to spiral into a full-blown legal standoff. We're outside a UK police station after visitor hours. The auditor isn't inside. He's not trespassing. He's on a public footpath, waiting to film marked vehicles coming and going. Standard audit content, minutes, a motorbike blocks the entrance. A plainclothes officer approaches. Then a superintendent steps in. And suddenly, out of nowhere, the word counterterrorism enters the not talking about a casual move along. We're talking 43 of the Terrorism Act, a power designed for genuine terrorism suspicion. And the justification? Filming a police station from public auditor pushes back hard. He references an NPCC memo about filming in public.
Regardless of your ability to film things in a public setting,
Right.
Obviously you raise our awareness and our suspicion, particularly in an environment of severe CT risk.
And who are you, sorry?
I'm Inspector Tarek McKinsey. Tarek McKinsey.
McKinsey, that's a cool name, I like that. And have you got a warrant number there?
Yeah, I do. dude. 243581.
243501. Thank you. And do you have a warrant number? Sorry?
Mate, listen.
Sorry,
Instead of being obstructive.
you were gonna, no, I'm not being obstructive. I'm trying to get relevant
Can you just
information.
listen to me for a second, all
No,
right?
I don't have to listen to you, do
Okay, you don't.
I? Exactly.
Okay, fine.
So you give me your warrant number. Do you have a warrant number, Superintendent, please?
We're not going to engage with any further.
Listen, can
Well,
you just
you are, because you're saying that you're going
What are
to
you
search
doing in
me,
a
so you would have to give your information at that point anyway, wouldn't you?
Can you grab it? Can you just grab one of the uniform lot?
And you're Charlie Wynn, so you're a constable, thank you. But, am I being detained at this moment? Am I currently
We're gonna get a
detained?
uniform so you
No,
who are equipped and everything to do with you.
Okay,
because
so I'm not
unfortunately-
detained.
not at
the
this
moment, no.
precise
Okay,
moment.
not at this precise moment. Well, again, as I said, you've got smartphones. I would highly recommend you look up this memo, okay? This memo is a key piece of evidence in court on these lawsuits.
I'm not
Okay.
disputing the fact that you're not allowed to film in a
Absolutely.
public setting, but the
So-
fact that you're here and filming police
No,
vehicles.
but the memo clearly states that filming... Is how calm this begins. Polite. Casual. Almost friendly. The auditor says he's just waiting for marked vehicles. That's it. No raised voice. No confrontation. Just here's where subtle tension creeps in. When someone in authority repeatedly asks why, the tone can shift from curiosity to scrutiny very quickly. Filming from public land is lawful. But when you add the setting, a police station, perception, ask yourself, is curiosity grounds for suspicion? Or is suspicion being manufactured because of Cote crossed a boundary? Yet the temperature in the interaction is already rising. And that shift, from polite inquiry to investigative posture, is where things begin.
You're not just filming outside- you're not just filming outside a police station. You're filming. You've told a colleague you're filming vehicles. That's capturing the
Marked
data and
vehicles.
things like that.
Marked vehicles.
Irrelevant.
No, we pay for them. Members of the public, as through our taxes,
yeah,
we pay for them.
That's fine.
They're
You're
not
allowed to
secret
do it, but
information.
We can also search
They're not
you and
secret.
present to look into that.
No. You have to have grounds to search me.
Yeah, I do. You're
No.
outside
You
a
have to have
police station,
objection.
filming people
So
coming
do
in and
you
out.
suspect me being a
You're s-
terrorist?
You're also filming people who
Okay.
police officers coming out who are not in marked, who are not wearing uniform.
No. That
No,
you're
you are.
no. You're
That's
making
not
you're
obviously
making an
you just-
assumption.
we basically
You're
just
making an
say-
assumption there.
No, the
Yeah,
officer just came out and said you were filming as she exited. So,
Right, and do you know
so
that
you're
I was filming her?
Well, I have that suspicion. Okay.
Okay.
And that's enough for me to look into.
It's not. That's filming in public.
we can debate
no,
this all
because
day.
it's
We
not a
can debate
debate.
this
The
all
memo
day,
clearly
alright?
says it, and the fact that I've
Okay,
made you
well,
aware
that's
of this
fine.
memo is going to win me the lawsuit.
Look, that's absolutely fine. You're
It's-
filming,
it's
you're
absolutely
filming,
fine.
It's fine. It's fine for you to have that opinion.
It's
You're
not an
filming not only
opinion.
marked
It's
officers,
fact.
but staff who
I've
are
already got
unmarked
one
coming
lawsuit
through.
against the MPS for this exact
Okay,
reason.
well, look, I'm not going to debate those situations. Okay. Is anyone available?
We're just going to ask a question if someone pop down, but yeah. No, it should come out on the radio.
Yeah, bear with
shortly.
me. Okay.
Well, I might just stick around, to be honest. I might go. But
That's within your gift, right?
well, apparently, because I'm not detained, but you suspect me of being a terrorist because you said you're going to detain me. You're waiting for a uniform to come and detain me. So clearly, you suspect me of being a
We'd
terrorist.
be more comfortable doing a search when we've got body worn footage as well. All right.
So you're not going to detain me until the uniform gets here. You're just going to wait. At which point I could just walk away, potentially be a terrorist. As you're saying, you suspect.
It's a
So
developing situation.
it's not, because if you genuinely suspect me of being a terrorist,
I don't
you
really
would
want to
be
engage with you
physically
further
detaining
because
me,
you're
wouldn't
being
you?
provocative, in my opinion, and I think you're doing that on purpose.
No, I'm trying
my
to
view.
reason
That's
with you,
my view.
Inspector.
You're not being reasonable because you're interrupting me non-stop. I'm trying to talk, you keep cutting
You
in.
interrupt me as
Okay.
well.
No, I've let you speak. You've said you've made your piece. I've explained what we're looking to do.
Yeah,
Okay, and that's fine.
but it's not fine. That's the issue, Inspector, is that it's not fine. You cannot abuse. You used to have Section 44.
I'm not abusing.
You don't have to
I'm not
talk.
abusing.
You don't have to talk. Do you know you used to have Section 44? Do you know why that got repealed? For this exact reason, didn't it? Didn't it, Chief Chief
So why
Superintendent?
why are you filming us now?
Pardon?
Why?
Well, for my own protection. You just said that you're going to detain and search me. As you said, you want body-worn footage. I want my own record as well.
We want to make sure officers are safe. So we want to take.
And I want to make sure members of the public are safe from tyrants like yourselves. So if you're going to abuse Section 43, I cannot stop you from doing that, obviously. And I won't resist you. I'm not going to aid you, but I won't resist you. And you will end up with a civil suit, and you will both be up on disciplinary
As we
matters.
said, we're going to wait till the uniform. I think we've both set our piece here.
No,
A superintendent, a senior rank, steps forward and immediately asks for ID. Not after establishing an offense. Not after confirming detention. Just straight to here's the key legal tension. In the UK,
You generally don't have to provide ID unless you're lawfully required under specific powers. So T Auditor's response, "Why would I need ID?" isn't defiance. It's illegal. Then comes the justification: counterterrorism, not minor language. That's heavy. That instantly reframes a camera into a potential threat vector. But the critical question is this: what objective be crossed into?
I've made you aware, and neither of you are making any sort of concerted effort to look up this memo to double check the facts before you get a uniformed officer down here to detain me and search me and abuse my human rights. No, you're abusing my rights.
Pulling out a phone and doing research right now. I don't know who you are. I don't know anything
You could get this constable to do it. You could get the chief superintendent to do it.
A little bit under control. That's absolutely fine. Right?
Well, sorry, what's your name, Chief? Elizabeth Chappell, and what was it, Sergeant McKinsky? And your warrant number, sorry? 238826. Thank you. Just so I know exactly who to reference in the complaints at IOPC.
Absolutely fine.
Absolutely. I will not be bullied by a threat of a search from exercising my right. You know we have human rights in this country. Do you remember your oath? Do either of you remember your oath? No, I doubt that you do you?
We're not going to do this.
You don't have to, but I can still talk and I can still ask questions. Okay. Neither of you remember your oath. You swore an oath to the Crown of this country to uphold the human rights of the people. I have an Article 10 right to exercise my freedom of expression. That's exactly what I'm doing.
You don't have the right to film police officers.
I absolutely do. Anywhere in a public place, yes, I do. So you're going to come. You're going to come and get a uniform to come with a body-worn camera who has the right to record me, but I don't have the right to record you.
Recording us?
Yeah, but she just said I don't have the right to. Which I absolutely... You just said you don't have the right to record police officers.
You've raised our suspicions.
Well, you're raising my suspicions right now of absolute tyrannical constables. And it's disgusting that it's a superintendent and an inspector. Absolutely despicable.
Okay, no problem.
You keep saying no problem, but it is a huge problem. A huge, huge, huge problem.
Can you just cover out? So, essentially, I believe that this individual has been spotted outside by an officer leaving the police station unmarked in their own personal vehicle, not personal clothes. She is concerned because it looks like he's filming. Obviously, the entrance where we've got the coming through. He's also filming an officer going home from work, not in plain uniform design. As such, given this specific threat, there's some concerns that perhaps he's raised our suspicion around in the CT environment. So, obviously, you're
Instead of just arguing emotionally, he references policy, specifically an NPCC memo addressing filming in public near police stations. That's not random. That's P essentially saying, there is national guidance on this. You should know D that puts the officers in a difficult position. Because if such guidance exists and clarifies that filming alone is not grounds for a Section 43 search, then proceeding without reviewing it becomes the psychological layer. No officer wants to be corrected on procedure in public. Especially not by the person they're considering SO. Now, this isn't just about legality. It's about authority, credibility, and who controls the narrative in this
I would get a nice sweep shot of a marked vehicle going in. Right? So, let me finish. I've advised the Chief Superintendent and the Inspector that there is a memo from the National Police Chiefs Council, okay, that clearly explains vloggers and social media auditors filming police stations, and that it is not to be used as a ground for a Section 43 search, okay? Now, obviously, I've just heard the inspector say that it's down to you and it is ultimately your decision whether to do a search. As such, if you detain me and search me, you will be the one that is liable, because you'll be the one detaining and searching. You would be the one that is liable under the IOPC complaint procedures for disciplinary and dismissal, okay? So I would advise that, yes, your superiors are suggesting that you do something, but I would suggest that you have some common sense, at least look up this memo before you take any further action. I'm not going to go anywhere, but I would suggest that you look up this memo before you put yourself in a bad situation because a chief superintendent and an inspector is asking you to. Okay, because you are the one that is ultimately responsible for your actions as a constable, and they don't have the balls to detain me and search me themselves.
Okay, are you aware that there's not a lot of marked vehicles that come in and out?
I wasn't aware of that, no, but I appreciate you telling me. I didn't know that because I've not been here before.
You've not been here before?
No. So how would I know that?
So were you not here earlier?
No.
No.
No. Well, have you had somebody else here filming today?
Well, I've just been told that you were here earlier.
No. I've been here 14 minutes.
And how long are you staying here?
As long as a piece of string, my friend. You know, like I said, that shot that I've just missed because I'm now engaging in this conversation with you probably would have been enough to get my footage. And I probably would have been on my way. But obviously now I'm going to have to wait for another vehicle because I need to complete my footage. You know.
How many vehicles are you looking for?
Just one.
Just the one.
Yeah.
Just like one police car.
Yeah, marked vehicle. Yeah. It's just
Why are you filming?
Pardon?
Why are you filming?
Because I'm interested. You know, we all have individual interests, don't we?
I know everyone tends to have like their own different reasons. why they
Absolutely, exactly. You know, and I have the right to freedom of expression in this country.
Exactly.
You know, and I absolutely have that right. I'm not trespassing onto your secure areas. I was stood out there. I clearly filmed the fact that you got the authorised vehicles only and the police personnel only sign. And so I made a point to point that out for my footage. And the fact that I'm not going past that, I stood there to film through. All I could see was a forensics unit. And I said, and I was like,
just an officer coming out of their personal vehicle, you don't film that. It's just,
I mean, no, because I need to keep the camera pointed at you guys right
you
now.
can point at me, just not at their personal vehicle.
43 requires reasonable suspicion of terrorism. Not discomfort. Not inconvenience. Not it feels off. Auditor keeps repeating that filming, by itself, does not meet that threshold. And notice the officer's responses, they pivot to but suspicion must be grounded in objective is where many of these interactions live or die legally. If the search proceeds without sufficient grounds, it opens the door to civil claims and disciplinary review. The auditor knows that. That's why he keeps documenting names, warrant numbers, and DS is no longer a street conversation. This is potential courtroom evidence being built in real time.